Hello everyone. My name is Will Radcliffe. I use he, him pronouns, and I am one of the career coaches with Career Services. And for today's topic that I'm going to be addressing with you all is going to be a little bit more on the topic of work study and on-campus employment. I'm going to be sharing with you a couple of different web pages today, but just to give a quick, brief overview of what we do in Career Services. As a career coach, my goal is to really help students navigate their kind of career outcomes, what they want to do with their education, how that's connected to their goals to want to seek out opportunities that are related to their career trajectories. So coaching can be coming in the form of reviewing your resume together, talking about job search strategies. We do mock interview prep as well. And we offer a host of different resources to you as a student. So if you haven't been to Career Services or checked out what we do, I highly encourage you to get involved with us early and often, and just know that we're available to you virtually and then in the coming weeks in person as well. So I'm going to go ahead and shift gears and kind of share my screen here so you have access to our information today. I'll go ahead and share my screen here. So what we're going to be talking about are two different things. We're going to be talking about the different ways that you can get experience as a student, whether that's working in a work-study position, which we'll define a little bit, or kind of going through on-campus employment. And so there's a couple of different ways you can kind of think about doing this type of work, but for anyone who's unfamiliar with what work-study is, it's a great opportunity if you qualify to be able to do it, work as a student while also helping you kind of meet your financial goals as well. So to kind of define what work study is a way for you to pay for your education while working part-time. It's really a commitment between your employer at the university and kind of meeting your goals of being qualified for federal aid. So in kind of thinking a little bit more about how you can qualify for this, a big part of it comes down to checking your eligibility. And so if you do qualify for work study, you can actually learn more about learning about this eligibility status by checking out the work study page at UW. And I'm going to link that in the chat so all of you have access to it by today. But essentially, the core of being able to be work study eligible is making sure that you can demonstrate financial need. So this can be done by filling out what's called the FAFSA, or the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. And if you're able to fill out this document in the deadline that they submit it by, you will be able to get a sense of whether you can be awarded work study. And it's a wonderful opportunity because of the ability for you to be able to work for the university. It's a great opportunity to get different hands-on experiences on campus through practically any kind of opportunity that presents itself at the University of Washington. So that could be working in a particular department. It could be working for the library systems, for example. It could be working for even career services if you wanted to work for our department as a student staff. So there's a range of different ways to get involved. And a lot of it comes down to just being able to work with your employer to get a sense of your work schedule and sort of the criteria for your work study award. So with all that being said, there's a lot of different ways to actually kind of find work through work study. But the kind of starting point that I would say is to check out the student guide, which is available through the work study website. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat for us here today. And for those who are kind of tuning into this recording, you can also see the webpage here, which will give you a lot more detailed information about what effectively can make you qualified for work study. Go ahead and put that in the chat here. And then lastly, I want to kind of show you how to search for positions that are work study eligible so that you can get a sense of what's currently available and where you can kind of look to find this. So once you've actually kind of had a chance to apply, kind of get a better sense of if you qualify, then you can go to the Find a Job tab up to the left-hand side here, and you can kind of see the different outlooks for on-campus positions that are available through this work study tab. So if I click on this route here, it'll then give me a list of different positions that are available. And one of the benefits that you'll be able to see right away is, of course, you want to kind of ideally tailor it to UW-Bothell employment. So they'll give you the location, and they'll also give you an indicator of whether that position is offered remotely or in person. So depending on what experience you're wanting to gain or what is possible to gain, you can really be thinking about those types of options as well. So this will take you directly to a page where you can then apply for the position and get a better sense of what they will be requiring of you and the experience that you want to get. So really great resources. This is a page that's always being updated and kind of reposted. So there is likely going to be a handful of different opportunities you can really be tapping into. So I highly recommend just taking a look at it, even from time to time, just to see what's offered. Now, if work study is an option for you, that's certainly one route you could take. Even if you aren't work study eligible, you can still certainly be eligible for on-campus employment. And so I want to talk a little bit more generally about on-campus employment for all of you, so you can get a little bit more knowledge there as well. So to consider the on-campus employment, we're going to jump to a web page that is available to you through the student employment page at UW-Bothell. So if I search in UW-Bothell student employment, I'm going to be taken to this page. Again, I'm going to put this in the chat for all of you in case you want to follow along. And this page is a good place to start with because it takes us to a page that focuses on employment that's offered at UW-Bothell and specifically highlights positions that might be of interest to you as a student. And so this will kind of give you your one-stop shop for hiring updates, kind of give you a sense of what's currently being offered and what's available. And so you'll see different departments who are hiring. You'll also get a sense of quick links that you can use to apply for positions. And really one of the benefits of applying for a job on campus is that they are going to be flexible with your work schedule. So they understand that you're a student first. And they also understand that you're going to be able to work with your schedule that you have. So that's really one of the benefits of working on campus. You're getting to know your community. You're also getting to network with people who are a part of your campus community. And you're also working with a competitive salary as well. So that's one of the I would say the major perks of working on campus employment. You also have the ability to really be thinking about ways to develop your professional growth as well, particularly whether it be administrative roles that you might take on or more hands-on roles. These are great opportunities for you to check out. So the platform to actually apply for positions is what's called Husky Hires. And to actually get to that portal is once you've found a position that you're interested in, you can click directly on that link and it'll take you to that platform. You can also click on the Apply Now tab. I believe if I click on it, it'll take me to, yes, the next stage. And this is where you can search more directly for positions that are offered. So some of the positions too that might be worth noting is that if you wanted to become something like a peer facilitator or a grader for a class, these are also considered potential on-campus opportunities. So there is a wide range of application and ways that you can connect this type of work to what your interests are. So I will report that there is certainly opportunities available across campus. And so whether you're finding this out through newsletters or through email or through this presentation today, just know that those opportunities do exist and we encourage you to apply. And if you're having any questions on application processes or just wanting to have your resume reviewed or kind of documents looked at, Career Services can certainly help with that process too. Particularly if this might be your first job that you're applying for, we want to make sure that we can support you in any way we can. So ultimately, this is your one-stop shop. Once you've been able to apply through a particular role, you can then complete the application and you will be essentially notified about next steps as needed. So great opportunities here available to you. And again, just think about it from the perspective of getting further opportunity and then also the benefit of working in an environment that is supporting of your educational goals and working with you to accomplish both your work and educational aspirations. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. If you do have any follow-up questions, I'm happy to address them. And again, you can reach me. I'm going to put my email in the chat here as well. But Again, my name is Will Radcliffe. I'm one of our career coaches, and I just wanted to thank you for making the time to listen to this today.